Okay, this is class number 2. Thanks for being here. Yeah, let's take a comfortable seat. And we'll begin. All right, well, take your time if you'd like to. Otherwise, let's go back to a downward dog anytime you'd like to. Allison, I'm going to mute your mic just in case there's any feedback or weirdness or ambient noise. But please, anybody in class, feel free to unmute your mic anytime at all. If you want to speak to me, I'm happy to hear from you anytime. Anybody. Any questions you have? Any variations you want to talk about? There's a lot of, that's really where advanced teaching comes in. So we'll see how that goes. However, I should warn the general population, this class is comprised of 3 yoga teachers. So we're going to have some fun. Okay, let's walk the feet forward. Come out to the front of your mat. Bring the feet hip width apart. Spread the toes out nice and wide. And getting ready for moon salutes, let's interlace the fingers behind the back. Squeeze the wrists together. Straighten through the elbows. Try to vault the hands right up, over, possibly even towards the floor, out beyond the head. And here we go, moon salutes. These are done with the back heel lifted. Inhale the right leg back to a deep lunge, fly the arms up, back heels up in the air. Exhale back to a downward facing dog. Inhale to a plank position. Exhale, knees, chest, chin to the floor. Nice, you guys. Inhale to a low cobra. Exhale back to a downward dog. Good. Step the right foot forward and reach up. Left leg straightening, back of the left knee lifting even. Good. Exhale, forward bending, interlacing. Inhale, swing the arms forward, hook thumbs, reach up and arch back. Exhale, hinge forward, interlacing fingers behind the back. Step the left leg deeply back, lunge and reach up. Very beautiful. Exhale back to a downward facing dog. Inhale, plank. Exhale, knees, chest, and chin. Inhale to a low cobra. Exhale back to a downward dog. Good. Step the left foot forward and reach up. Back of the right knee lifting. Back leg straightening. Exhale, forward bending, interlacing. Inhale, swing the arms forward, hook thumbs, reach up and arch back. Good. Exhale, hinge forward, interlacing fingers behind the back. Let's do 2 more. 2 more rounds. Inhale the right leg deeply back, lunge and reach up. Exhale back to a downward dog. Inhale, plank. Exhale, knees, chest, and chin. Inhale to a low cobra, little baby cobra. Exhale back to a downward dog. Good. Step the right foot forward and reach up, elbows straightening up. Shoulder blades dropping right down. Exhale, forward bending, interlacing. Inhale, swing the arms forward, hook thumbs, reach up, arch back. Exhale, hinge forward, interlacing fingers behind the back. Step the left leg deeply back, lunge and reach up. Beautiful, you guys. Exhale back to a downward dog. Inhaling plank. Exhaling knees, chest, and chin, really heart to the floor. Inhale, low cobra. Exhale back to a downward dog. Good. Step the left foot forward and reach up. Shoulder blades dropping down. Exhale, forward bending, interlacing. Inhale, swing the arms forward, hook thumbs, reach up, arch back. Let's come back to standing. I'm having a slight brain fart. I'm going to fix this before I make a deeper mistake. Did I skip? over anything, or did we do right and left on the second cycle? Don't know. Well, let's do one more cycle. Does anybody feel like we missed anything? We're okay? I did? Did I miss something, Allison? I'm okay? Okay, thank you. Better to question yourself than to just blithely go on being wrong. All right, let's start from the top. Hook thumbs in front. Inhale, reach up, arch back. Exhale, hinge forward, interlacing fingers behind the back. Step the right leg deeply back, lunge and reach up. Last cycle, exhale back to a downward dog. Inhale to a plank position. Exhale, knees, chest and chin. Good, inhale to a low cobra. Exhale back to a downward dog. Good, step the right foot forward and reach up. Tailbone threading forward, kidneys lifting up. Exhale, forward bending, interlacing. Inhale, swing the arms forward, hook thumbs, reach up and arch back. Exhale, hinge forward, interlacing fingers behind the back. Inhale the left leg deeply back, lunge and reach up. Exhale back to a downward facing dog. Inhale to a plank position. Exhale, knees, chest and chin. Inhale to a low cobra. Good, exhale back to a downward dog. Step the left foot forward and reach up, tailbone towards left heel. Kidneys lifting. Exhale, forward bending, interlacing. Inhale, swing the arms forward, hook thumbs, reach up and arch back. And let's come to standing. And we'll move on to type B, sun salutes. We'll do the first one slowly. Let's bring the balls of the feet together. And then let's inhale to Utkatasana, bend the knees, squeeze them in, reach up. Exhale, dive to the floor. Leading with the heart, beautiful. Inhale, look out to a flat back. Exhale, step or jump back, chaturanga. Inhaling to an upward dog. Exhaling back to a downward facing dog. So good, when the body's ready, step the right foot forward, then inhale to warrior one. Let's bring the hands behind the back. Interlace the fingers behind the back. Roll the upper arm bones back as far as they can go, straightening through the elbows. Again, you could drop your knuckles right down the back of your left thigh if you want to. Keep the front knee bending. Keep on pressing that left hip forward. It's good, you guys. Keep on moving the tailbone towards that right heel. Spread all your toes out nice and wide. Good, you can keep the arms like this, or you can fly the arms up into the air. Warrior one. Or take any variation that you'd like. You can interlace the fingers behind the head even. Anything at all. Breathing deeply. Good, so Allison and Dina, drop the elbows back. As far back as they'll go. That's it, Dina, keep on dropping. There you go. Then the heart lifts. Lift the kidneys right up through the heart. Beautiful, everybody. Good, let's come back out of it whenever you're ready to. We'll come back through chaturanga, upward dog, downward dog. Move any speed you like. So good, when the body's ready, step your left foot forward, inhaling warrior one. Good, again, bring the hands behind the back. Elbows straight. Switch the fingering maybe. Put the opposite finger on top is what happens ordinarily. Squeeze the elbows together, roll the upper arm bones as far back as they'll go. Breathing deeply, front knee keeps on bending. Back leg keeps on straightening. See if you can pick up all your toes and spread them out nice and wide. Good, everybody. Hang out here, or take any other variation that you'd like to on warrior one. Front knee bending, back leg straightening, and hips are attempting to square. I say attempting because for every human on the planet, right, hips are out of square, but we're trying with the back heel down. People with lower back pain, you could lift your back heel. That'd be fine. So good, even things out here time-wise as you feel it in your body, as much time as that right hip needs. Breathing deeply. Or come back out of it whenever you'd like to, through chaturanga, upward dog, and downward dog. Could be any time. Okay, rapid fire now. Step the right foot forward when the body's ready. Then inhale to warrior one. One breath up. Exhale, chaturanga. One breath down. Inhaling up dog, one breath. Exhale, downward dog. Good. Step the left foot forward. Then inhale to warrior one. Beautiful. Exhale, chaturanga. Any speed. Any speed is fine. Inhaling up dog. Exhaling down dog. Let's continue. Keep exhaling. Step the right foot forward. Then inhale warrior one. Exhale, chaturanga. Any speed. Inhaling upward dog. Exhaling downward dog. When the body's ready, step your left foot forward. Then inhale to warrior one. Exhale, chaturanga. Good, you guys. Inhaling upward dog. Exhaling back to a downward dog. When the body's ready, step the right foot forward. Inhaling warrior one. Last cycle. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale to an upward dog. Exhaling downward dog. Good. When the body's ready, step your left foot forward. Then inhale warrior one. Good. Exhale, chaturanga. Any speed. Up dog and down dog. Let's hold and breathe in downward dog. Just a breath or two. We'll regroup here. Okay, so when your body's ready, step the right foot forward. Inhale to warrior one. And then let's bring the hands on the hips. Straighten the front leg completely. You can shorten your stance if you'd like to. We're going to do a forward bend over the front leg. Ideally now with square hips, straight legs. Bring the hands to a prayer position behind the back if you'd like to. Or hold on to the elbows back there. Good, Dina. Go for it, Allison. When you're ready, hinge forward anytime. Spread those right toes out nice and wide. Draw the gaze down if you need to. Just make sure that the back of the neck is nice and clear. Shoulders keep lifting. Elbows keep lifting. And the heart, too, can keep lifting right out over that right shin. That's beautiful, you guys. Stay like this on 2 feet, or you have an option of moving out to the front leg in warrior three, if you want to. Then lengthening a horizontal line from that back heel, right after the crown, as we attempt to straighten the standing leg. You try dropping that left hip down. Good, Allison. Back heel lifting. Yeah, oh, nice. That was excellent. Yeah, it causes you to lose your balance to get really squared up there. It's hard. Come back out of it whenever you'd like to. We'll come back out through chaturanga. Up dog and down dog, anytime. So good. When the body's ready, step your left foot forward. Then inhale to warrior one. Good. Bring the hands on the hips. Straighten the front leg completely. Adjust your stance to whatever you think it should be for a forward bend, a Parsvottanasana over that left leg. Yeah, bring the hands behind the back to a prayer position if possible, or hold on to the elbows instead if not. And then we'll hinge forward whenever you'd like to. Strong left quadricep. Spread those left toes out nice and wide. Keep the shoulders lifting. Elbow lifting. And the heart even lifting right out over that left shin. Good. Keep extending outward through the crown. The neck looks really nice on everybody. Nice and clear, you guys. Stay like this, or even things out by going to warrior three if you want to on this side. You might have reasons for not wanting to. Then it'll be lengthening from that right heel right out to the crown, maybe dropping that right hip down an inch or two. That might cause you to lose your balance. People tend to kind of helicopter at that point. It's difficult. Take your time with it. Move the body whenever you'd like to, or whenever you need to, through chaturanga. Upward dog, downward dog. Good, okay. When the body's ready, step the right foot forward to a high lunge and reach up into the air. So this is just like a moon salute. Just how we started, back heel lifted. Feet want to be hip width apart. This is for future people. I'm not even talking to you guys. You guys all look perfect with the feet. Good, twist to the right when you're ready. Bring the left elbow outside the right knee. Yeah, look to the right, or maybe even upward. We'll keep on lengthening from that left heel right out through the crown of the head. Good, Dina. You can take any variations that you'd like to. Take your time with it, anywhere it wants to go, including binding if you want to. Keep on slowing down and smoothing out the breath. Wow, we're 3 for 3 on binding. You can try to take it to a seated twist bound if you want to, by keeping the bind. Either way, whatever we're going to do, you can lose the bind if you want to. We're going to bring the left knee outside the right foot. That's good, Dina. That was funny. Sit tall and twist to the right. As we inhale, let's get taller. This could be any variation on Ardha Matsyendrasana, ideally a level seat. As we inhale, we can get taller. On the exhale, we can twist more deeply to the right. And at a certain level, it's kind of fun to push this practice to the point where it becomes kind of comic because it falls apart. When things fall apart, that's funny. That's when people laugh. We can celebrate that. This is the nature of matter. Everything does fall apart eventually. Take your time with this. Or counter twist whenever you'd like to your left. Move any speed you want to. Going back to a down dog by any means, you can go directly to a down dog, or you can go through a vinyasa. Good. When the body's ready, step the left foot forward to a high lunge. So again, make sure the feet are hip width apart. People in the future, back heel lifting, like you're on cross-country skis. Yeah, these guys are showing you how. Twist to your left whenever you'd like to. Bring the right elbow outside the left knee. Or beyond that, please take any variation that you'd like to here to even things out. I'm breathing deeply and slowly and smoothly, which is actually kind of a tall order in a twist sometimes. Practicing with the breath. Yeah, go to a bind if you want to. Anything at all. Or any way you want to do it, bring your right knee outside the left foot. Left foot outside the right knee. We'll sit tall and we'll twist to the left in Ardha Matsyendrasana. Nice, Tina. Oh, yeah, I knew you had it on that side. You didn't quite have the momentum that time. Yeah, take a big twist to the left, which is a good thing that you didn't have that momentum to roll backwards. Breathing deeply. Breathing slowly. It's beautiful, everybody. And this is an unusual class. We're just about 3 for 3 on binding. I say just about because Teresa was just a couple of inches away there. And there it is. This is unusual. Keep on, with each inhalation, lift the base of your skull a little taller. On the exhale, you can twist a little more deeply. You can reach that left arm straight into the left elbow even. Move into a slightly deeper twist even. But whatever, even things out. Feel free to counter twist anytime you'd like to the right. Any way you want to do it. Come back out of it whenever you feel ready to through Chaturanga. Upward dog and downward dog. Yeah, it's beautiful, Dina. At the bottom of an exhalation, hop your feet forward or step to the front of your mat. Inhale to Utkatasana. Let's hold there. In Utkatasana, bring the balls of your feet together. Okay, bring the hands to a prayer position right in front of the heart. Well, right in front of the sternum, let's say. Okay, now what we're going to do, get the spine as vertical as you can. Really upright spine. Lift the heels. Sit down on the heels. Have a seat. It's a slow descent. Okay, take a big twist to the right. Place your hands on the floor for side crow. Parsvadakasana. So fingers are now pointing out to the right. You can jump back, you move off your mat. I see everybody has room to do this. If you don't have room, you can please reorient your body in space. Nice side crow, you guys. Jump back if you'd like to through chaturanga, up dog, down dog, or take crazy legged variations. Do some break dancing like Alice is doing if you want to. That's cool, Allison. Very nice. Take your time with it. Cycle back through to Utkatasana anytime you want to go there. And then we'll bring the hands to a prayer position at the heart. This is kind of a modified Utkatasana. We're going to lift the heels. Sit right down on the heels. Spine vertical. And then rotate your axis to the left. You want to put that right pinky in line with your left pinky toe. Fingers are 90 degrees to the feet. Perpendicular, let's say. Go to a side crow when you're ready. Parsvabhakasana. Good, you guys. Spring back out of the fingertips anytime you'd like to. But take your time with variations first, if you want. Good. Come back to a down dog anytime you're ready. Realign the spine. Did a bunch of twists. So let's take the sit bones way high up into the air. Press down and back through the heels. Draw the rib cage back. Good. Inhale to a plank position. Exhale all the way down to the floor. Interlace the fingers behind the back. Lift up, Shalabhasana. Locust. Grasshopper. Yeah, keep the gaze down. Look down, Teresa. There it goes. That clears the back of the neck. Keep the hands and the feet lifting. Arms and the legs straightening. Squeeze the knees in, Allison. They might even touch. Very nice, you guys. Come back out of it whenever you'd like to by resting. Turn the face any direction. Let it go. Okay, when the body's ready, do it a second time, Shalabhasana. You can interlace the fingers differently this time if you want to. Put the opposite finger on top if you wish, or not. Good, Teresa. That was a nice correction there. So now your neck is right in line with your spine. I would call that ideal. That's something we could talk about sometime if you want. Just want to keep a clear transmission of energy right through the neck, right out through the crown of the head even. Keep on squeezing the knees in. Trying to create a uni leg. Yeah, that's closer, Allison. Squeeze them in. Yeah, good job. Give it a rest whenever you'd like to. Let it go. Just take the right arm directly sideways to the right, 90 degrees to your spine, perpendicular. Roll back that direction. Take a little shoulder stretch for the front of that shoulder, front of the right shoulder. Breathe deeply into the top of your right lung. So you can really expand up there by slowing down the breath, smoothing out the breath. You can take any variation that you like with the arms, with the legs. Feel free to play with this. Any variation at all. Yeah, okay, let's go the other way when you're ready. Come back to center. We'll take the left arm directly out sideways to the left, and then roll back that way. You can take any variation that you'd like with this. You drop that right heel back. Yeah, use the arms and legs any way that you'd like to. Feel free to experiment. They can be active or passive. You can press the body into a twist. You can drop the body into a twist. Be active and you can combine the two at the same time even. So let's come back to center. Bring your palms flat on the floor, thumbs pointing outward. We're reaching down. The hands are like that. Whoops. I can't even get my arm on camera. Elbow straight. Fingers pointing down towards the toes. Elbow straight, Allison. Thumbs are pointing outward. Okay, turn your thumbs up like you're hitchhiking. Remember hitchhiking? Palms out, thumbs up. Okay, keep that exact orientation. Thumbs up all the way, Dina. Thumbs up. There you go. Okay, bend the knees. Hold on to the insides of your ankles just like that. Don't change anything. Don't change the orientation. Insides of the ankles and fly up when you're ready. So this is the same shoulder opening that we just did on the floor, but now it's in bow. So I think it's always a good variation to remind people of. Good, Teresa. You did that all on your own without me telling you. Yeah, straighten the arms, straighten the legs. Breathe deeply right up into the fronts of the tops of your lungs, fronts of your shoulders. Point the feet or flex the feet. Take a deep inhale. Exhale onto your right side body. Side Dhanurasana. Look over your left shoulder towards your left toes. That top leg can straighten more than the bottom leg. That top leg has more freedom. Straighten out and unfurl a bit. Keep on breathing it. Inhale onto your belly anytime you'd like to. Exhale onto your left side. And then we'll send that right leg back. You can even look over that right shoulder if you want to, towards the right toes. That top leg can straighten more than the bottom leg. The bottom leg gets caught on the floor a bit, but the top leg can really move. Inhale back to vertical. Change the grip if you need to or want to, or rock and roll as you are. Breathing deeply. Good, give it a rest whenever you'd like to. Or cycle back through vinyasa, back to a downward dog. At which point we'll hop to sit any way we can with the left leg forward. Right heel outside the right hip to a half Virasana. Good. Sit up tall. Swing the right knee open to the right, like you're opening a gate. You are. Good. Take the right knee as far back as it'll go. Try to point that foot. There you go, Teresa. That's it. Feed the left hand under the right thigh. Left palm facing down. Goes under the right thigh and then over that right ankle. You can see these guys binding here. That doesn't mean you have to bind, future person. Drop your left shoulder inside the left knee. Place the right hand potentially to the outer edge of the left foot. Now, it's unusual to have everybody in the class making that bind, but it is happening right now. This creates a Mobius strip of the body, this double bind. It's a twisted figure eight. The basic thing is to keep on expanding the body. Keep slowing down and expanding the breath. The right ribs, the spaces between the right ribs can really open up here. Intercostal muscles. Nice, Teresa. That was a beautiful roll. Hey, you can roll your spine towards lying down onto your left thigh. You could roll the right shoulder right up over the left shoulder. You can extend your left heel outward and elevate your left heel. You can levitate it. That's a partial levitation. It's basically a transformation of mass into energy with the body. Good. Stay with this for as long as you want to, or swing the right knee forward when you're ready, and then lie back to an Ardha Supta Virasana, half reclining pose of the hero. Nice, you guys. Any variation, you can put your left foot flat on the floor if you want to. That'll press that right hip down. You can hang out in the elbows. It just so happens, again, we're 3 for 3 on lying down flat. Yeah, you can hug the knee in like Allison and Dina are doing if you want to, or not. But try to practice Shavasana now, really in one place. Practice Shavasana between the right hip and the right knee. On softening down. It's getting so windy here. Did you know November is the windiest month? Well, around here it is anyway. It's not March. Good. When you're ready, sit up. Put the left foot out in front, send the right leg back. Crescent moon. We'll start with a low lunge. Left foot forward. Left foot forward, Dina. You got it. Right leg back. Let's start with hands down, Dina, and the back knee down. And then place whatever you want under your hands if you want to. Good, Allison. Get the body comfortable. Make it so your front shin is vertical. Dina, you can step a little farther forward there. Go a little deeper into it. Or you can move your right knee back. It'll do the same thing. Yeah. Keep on dropping the front of that right hip down. Pelvis level. The pelvis descending. You can pull the pelvis with your front foot. You can also drop it at the same time. Good. Join Teresa in a crescent moon if you want to. Hands on the front knee, pressing the shoulders back. Or flying the arms up into the air anytime if you wish. With the ears right alongside the arms. Beautiful, you guys. Beautiful form. Keep the heart lifting. Keep the tailbone moving towards the left heel. Good. Interlace the fingers behind the back. Roll the upper arm bones back. Elbows straightening. You can keep this backward bend intact as you transition into Hanuman if you wish, by not changing the torso or the arms, just sliding that right heel forward. Yeah, Dean, I thought you might like that. There it goes. Yep. Left heel sliding forward. Put a block under that front leg any way you want to. Any material, any padding. Any variations. Back toes could tuck. Back knee could lift. Yeah, my posture is different every day. Every day. If you did this again tomorrow, it'd be a different body. Different result. That's good. That's fine. Always adapting to what is. Nice variation there, Deanna. Take any variation that you'd like to. You just had one foot under your left sit bone, Deanna. You could do that bit what you were doing. I like that very much. And in the longer version of this class, we do those pigeons where we're working the back leg that way. So a little padding under that left sit bone will get you there, Deanna. And that's really kind of a pigeon variation. I know I took squab off the menu today because I just didn't think there was time in this hour-and-a-half class to have squab and Hanuman at the same time. We're having monkey. We're skipping pigeon. But Deanna's doing a pigeon monkey. That's so beautiful. Take your time with it. Come back out of it whenever you'd like to, and we'll go to the other side. That's going to be right leg forward, so you can transition any way that you want to. You do a vinyasa if you wish. That'll be sitting with the right leg forward. When you get there, no rush, nobody's there yet. And then we'll swing that left knee back. Show them how, Allison. We have a good view on you. Take the right hand under the left thigh. You're showing the future people how to do it. Thank you. That's beautiful. Right shoulder inside right knee. You could even go so far as to move towards lying your spine down onto your right thigh. So it could become a very soft posture. There are little actions taking place here. The left finger is going to reach a little farther forward, a little farther outward. They can go to the outer edge of that right foot even. Yeah, the right fingers could reach a little farther back bit by bit. Posture keeps expanding that way. And then slow down the breath. Smooth out the breath. If you want to bring activity into the posture, you can play with levitating that right heel anytime you want to, if that feels good. It's beautiful, you guys. Take your time with this. Just getting that right leg ready for Hanuman. Or get the left hip ready for Hanuman by swinging the left knee forward anytime and lying back. Ardha Supta Virasana. Yeah, ideally the knees are together here, but you know, we could just say thigh bones parallel. I think that would be enough. You could put your right foot flat on the floor anytime you want to, if you want to. By doing that, you can press your left hip down, level out your pelvis, do a favor to your SI joint that way. Or go for it. You can hug that right knee right in towards the heart if you want to, anytime. Yeah, it's tricky keeping that left knee down. I see you're all working with that. This is where a sandbag comes in. I love working with a sandbag. Or if I were in the room with you, I would just step on that left knee for you. Sometimes the highest calling of a yoga teacher is to be a sandbag. Right now would be about that time. That's beautiful, you guys. So even things out here. When you're ready, we'll go to a low lunge, leading to crescent moon, leading to Hanuman. I'm saying all these postures in the sequence that they're going to happen, just so that you can feel free to spend as much time as you want on any of these. But it'll be right leg forward. Good, Dina. That's a perfect situation for that front shin. Take your time dropping the front of that left hip down. You can move the body towards crescent moon anytime that you want to by pressing back against that front knee, rolling the upper arm bones down and back. Good, you guys. Yeah, ears alongside the arms if you're reaching up. It's beautiful. Or interlacing the fingers behind the back one more time. Switch it up if you want to. Switch the fingering. Roll the upper arm bones back again. While breathing it. You can transition to Hanuman with an unbroken backward bend and without breaking your backward bend, let's say. You can send the right heel forward. Gina's going to show you how to do that. Wow. She even got that left knee to slide. That's hard. Do whatever works for you. Place padding under that right thigh if you'd like to. Good, you guys. Yep. While breathing deeply. Nice twist, Allison. Do any variation that you'd like to, please. Twisting to the right. Back toes could tuck, back knee could lift. Anything at all. Even things out and breathe deeply. Nice one, Dina. And power that left leg back. Take the shoulders back with that left leg. Yeah. That's beautiful. We have forward bending variations. We have a backward bending variation going on right now. Very beautiful, you guys. Come back out of it whenever you'd like to. No rush. But hold your Hanuman for as long as you want to even things out. Okay, from downward dog, let's hop to a squatting position. I'm going to recommend getting the heels down on the floor. That might mean taking the feet pretty far apart. I'm going to recommend getting each foot parallel to its own thigh. So there's bilateral symmetry. That means your left foot is parallel to your left thigh. Turns out, there's turnout. The right foot is parallel to the right thigh. That way the knees are not getting tweaked in between. So you want your feet to be agreeing with your thighs. Good. Place, take your left shoulder in front of your left knee and then reach the left arm on the floor out to the left. Reach the right arm straight up to the ceiling. Good. That's beautiful, you guys. You can reach even further to the left there, Teresa, if you'd like to. We haven't done this before. Left arm further back, actually. You can go to a bind if you want to. Bottom hand can take top hand. If you want the exercise of it, you can try to stand up with your left knee bound inside your left elbow. Alice is going to play with this. Standing on the right leg. Left leg comes up with you. Try it again, Dina. Try it again. That's beautiful, Deanna. Try it again. Try it again. That's excellent. It's just so human. I love it. Beautiful. You could become a comic yogi, Dina. You have it in you. No, to combine comedy and yoga. You really could do something extraordinary with that. Because it's a great practice, but it was also something really funny about it too. Go the other way whenever you'd like, right arm reaching out to the right. I think part of the humor is somehow watching a very beautiful person fall apart. It's funny because it happens to every person. Go, Allison. Allison's teetering around. Look at that. I know it's just an intrinsically funny situation to be on that one leg like that. Even it out, Dina. Stand right up. I bet you could do it. Keep the gaze on the floor, maybe. If you try looking down, fix your gaze. See if that helps. It might. Let's go stand in a forward bend whenever you'd like to. Good, Dina. That's fine. It falls apart. It falls apart. It took me a couple of years to teach my second son just how to say when his Lego fell apart. He'd like come walking in with proudly holding something and then drop it on the floor. And just to teach him, oh, well. Okay, come to a standing forward bend any way you want to. You can stand on the hands, Padahastasana. So yeah, having things fall apart is the norm. Right? Doing well with things falling apart, that's unusual. If you could manage, you know how like usually 2 or 3 years after something terrible happens, you say, oh, that was such a great teacher. I learned so much from that. The real trick is to do that in the present moment as the bad thing is happening and to say to yourself, oh, wow, this is so wonderful that I'm going to have this opportunity to learn and grow this way. It's all there to teach you. Do a handstand if you want to, anybody. Or rest with your legs going up the wall in Viparita Karani. So we're going to do inversions if you want to do them. Could be a forearm stand, could be a headstand. Allison and Teresa are still inverting because the head is lower than the hips. So a standing forward bend, that's an inversion. So keep on forward bending or go to any inversion that you want to. I would say any inversion besides shoulder stand. We'll do shoulder stand last. Now we're just going to invert for about 1 more minute. So not very long. Play with it any way you want to, please. Looks like we have 3 headstands coming. That's so unusual. Ordina's doing a headstand with the head off the floor. That's actually a variation on headstand. And also a really ideal way of doing it in a way, because it's great to be able to put all of your weight into your elbows and forearms and none of it into the neck. That would be an ideal situation for the neck. You want to minimize how much you drop into the head there. Good. If you're in a headstand, feel free to transition to a straddle out of headstand if you want to, because we're going to go to a standing straddle forward bend next. Anytime you're ready for it. I'm not trying to rush anybody, but when you're ready, we'll stand in Prasarita Padottanasana. Good, Dina. Go for it, Teresa. It's a forward bend. You can go right down through center if you want to. I'm going to leave twisting up to you guys. If you want to, feel free to twist to the right And take any variations that you enjoy doing from there. And I think what you're going to see on the screen here is going to be more eloquent than what I could say. I mean, of course, I could talk you through this. I'm taking a little break here. Yeah, take as many variations as you'd like to, please. Including what I call a standing compass, if you like it. Allison's doing a standing compass. It's beautiful, Allison. A very deep twist. Or go to the left when you're ready. Anytime. Twisting left or towards the left leg. And then please even things out as you're feeling them in the body now. Good. When you feel ready to come back to center, that doesn't have to be right now. You take your time, please. Take your time evening things out. We're going to go wide when you're ready through Samokhanasana, which is called a standing split. They used to call it a Chinese split. I don't consider that to be derogatory, but they don't call it that anymore. I don't think it's a plus or a minus. Take your time with it. Have a seat whenever you'd like to. And let's go to a pigeon. Yeah, it's that one, Allison. Right-legged pigeon. Yeah, you remember this, don't you? Right knee forward. We're going to change it up. We're going to come back to straddling. Don't worry. I'm not going to leave you hanging there. Go to a right-legged pigeon. Come lie down and forward and out whenever you're ready to. When we get you back to Upavista, the hips are going to be even more ready. So lengthen down, lower down, soften down here. Take your time with it. Feel free to twist if you want to the right. This could be any variation at all. Good. So this is a pigeon. Take your time with it. Or please feel free to transition to a double pigeon anytime you'd like to, otherwise known as ankle to knee. This is optional. Ankle to knee could involve any angles that you want to bring to it. Sideways, lateral, or right on down through center. Therese has gone right for it. Yeah, another great place for a sandbag, Dina, would be on that right knee. You guys have beaches too. You could just take your bag out to the beach, put some sand in it. So easy. I'd have to go to the town gravel pit. Get some dusty gravel. That's the difference between California and Vermont. You have beaches, we have gravel pits. Ah, well. On the other hand, it costs nothing to live here. You take your time with this. You can swing that right leg back anytime you'd like to. Go to a left-legged pigeon anytime at all, or not. And we'll even things out with that left hip now whenever you feel ready for that. Hmm. That's beautiful. Take your time with that pigeon. Keep it flat if you want to, or take a twist to your left anytime at all. And keep on breathing very deeply and slowly here. It's beautiful, you guys. Hmm. Yeah, back toes could tuck in that twist if you want to. Back knee could lift even. Any variations, feel free. Or transition whenever you'd like to a left-legged ankle to knee, or that would be a left-legged double pigeon. When you're ready for that, no rush. Even things out. We hit some kind of time warp. We're at 55 minutes. We're not even at 55 minutes. 52 minutes. Huh. This would be a nice little 1-hour class. Yeah, take any variation that you'd like on that left-legged ankle to knee. Anytime you're ready, left leg on top. Keeping that left knee nice and heavy. I'm going to teach all these classes in an hour-and-a-half format. I'm almost done. I've only got 2, 3, 4, 3, 2 more after today. And they'll all be recorded. And then I'm going to have the fun of teaching the 2-hour versions for people that are interested in that. At some point, people are going to go back to a longer practice, I bet. Maybe yoga has to become less popular. I don't know. That's beautiful, you guys. Take your time with this one. Left leg on top, any variation, any angle. Breathing deeply, breathing slowly. Uddiyana Bandha is applied. Breathing is deep. But apart from that, it's Shavasana, really. Let the body drop. I like those blocks, Allison. That's a really good suggestion for people, is to let your head drop onto a block or blocks. So you can simply remain in the posture with pretty much zero effort besides the breath. Come on, breathing deeply and slowly. It's beautiful, you guys. Come back out of it whenever you'd like to, but no rush. We'll come to a downward dog when you feel ready. So when the body's ready, step the right foot forward, then inhale to warrior one. And then we'll exhale to warrior two. Coming into a deep warrior two. Yeah, we haven't done this yet. Keep the front knee bending, back leg straightening. Put the base of your skull right over your tailbone. Thread the tailbone towards the left-hand side of your mat. And let's keep the feet more or less where they are, although you can reposition them if you need to. Straighten the front leg. Stay sideways, triangle. Inhale to reach way far out. Go to a Trikonasana. Take the left arm straight up to begin with. Yeah, you can look to your left. You can look beyond those left fingers even. Nice, you guys. Breathe deeply and slowly. Good. When you're ready, let's inhale back up to vertical. Rebend the front knee to warrior two. Bring the right hand outside the right foot. Take the left arm up, over, and out. So it's one long sweep of energy through the whole left side body now, extending from the outer edge of the left foot out through the left fingertips. Beautiful, everybody. Keep on rolling your left shoulder right up over the right shoulder. Okay, allow that right hand to move anywhere it needs to move, but straighten the right leg completely. Right hand can slide right up the right leg if it wants to. Good. Keep extending through the top arm. Wow. That is a really nice Utthita Trikonasana that you guys are doing. Nice preparation for Upavista. That's where we're moving. Yeah. Take your time with it. Go to a bind if you want to. If you really want to work that right hamstring, rebend the knee. Take a bind. Bottom hand would take top hand. Then you can go to a bound Trikonasana. If you want to practice some comic yoga and have the possibility of everything falling apart in a very chaotic and springy fashion, you can go to the front leg. Dina, you're an old hand at this one, though. The other one was getting you because we hadn't done it ever. There's always surprises. Good concentration, Teresa. Yeah, keep the gaze down. It can be on 2 feet or on 1 foot bound. That's beautiful, you guys. Good. Straighten the standing leg now, Dina. Straighten that standing leg till it falls apart. That's beautiful. Teresa, you're there forever. How are you doing that? She's just like hanging out in that posture. She's meditating. That's how she's doing it. Come back out of it whenever you'd like to through vinyasa, just as a palate cleanser whenever you're ready. Chaturanga, up dog, down dog. Okay, so step the left foot forward, then inhale to warrior one. And then let's go to a deep warrior two. Now, deep warrior two with your left knee bending. Looks good, everybody. Yeah, toes spread out nice and wide. Tailbone threading towards the right-hand side of your mat. Straighten the left leg whenever you'd like to. Go to a triangle when the body's ready. Trikonasana. Plain and simple to begin with. While breathing deeply and slowly. Yeah, take your time there, Teresa. Even things out there. You get 2 extensions. Take your time with it. Or inhale back up to vertical whenever you'd like to. We'll come back to a warrior two. Left hand outside left foot. Bring the right arm up and over and out. Utthita Parshvakonasana. So it's one long extension through the whole right side body. It's beautiful, you guys. From the outer edge of the right foot, extend out through the right fingertips. And back again. Keep on expanding the posture. Keep on slowing down the breath. Good way to expand the posture and the mind. Slow down and deepen the breath. Add on straightening that left leg to whatever extent. Well, let's say straightening the left leg. Your left hand could leave the floor if it needs to. In your cases, it doesn't need to, but people in the future, place the left hand anywhere it needs to be, including on a block or on that left shin. This is Utthita Trikonasana, extended triangle. Or if you want to go to a bind, you can do that anytime you'd like to by bending the front knee like Allison's doing right now and getting that bind, and then re-straightening that left leg to whatever degree we can. So your bottom hand, left hand takes a top hand. Maybe it takes the top wrist even. Yeah, try to roll the right shoulder right up over the left shoulder one more time. Look to your right or maybe even upward. It's good, Teresa. So I see 3 bound triangles happening right now on this screen. Very nice, everybody. Or you can go to a bound half moon, which I've said it, it's one of my favorite yoga puns. It's bound to fail. Sure is. That's okay. When it fails, try it again. Take your time with it. That's beautiful, Teresa. Try it as many times as you'd like to. Come back out of it whenever you'd like to. We'll come back out through a little vinyasa anytime at all. Chaturanga. Upward dog, downward dog, anytime. Just for the fun of it. What I want you to do now from downward dog, if you want to play with this project, if you accept this proposal, we're going to hop so our feet swing around the elbows and forearms in midair. Make it so your feet land in front of your hands. One hop. Show them how, Dina. Ah, okay. Take a Titibhasana, Dina. There she goes. Yeah, feet can point even more. Take the gaze down a little bit, Dina, so the back of the neck is a little clearer, is what I'd recommend for you. Uh-huh. That's beautiful. Pinky toes are doing a nice thing there. Excellent. Give it a rest anytime you'd like to by sitting down. Go to a Karmasana next. Karmasana is keeping the shoulders under the knees. Dina's an old hand at this. I can tell she's done this a lot. So check her out if you want to. She's thinking about putting her feet behind her head. I can see her thinking about that. Boy. Dina, you could try that if you wanted to. It might be a little out of practice. This old Ashtanga thing. So fun. So you practice by maybe elevating the heels. Maybe one heel at a time, or maybe both heels at the same time. Those are really straight legs there, Dina. Yeah, you can levitate the heels whenever you'd like to. Nice, Allison. That's beautiful, everybody. In practical terms, this is about the deepest forward bend we get to do. So I threw this in by design just to make Upavista seem so easy. You can sit up whenever you'd like to. Clear the spine out, because we're probably working towarding the spine a bit in that position. That's normal and natural. And when you're ready, hinge forward into Upavista Konasana, straddle split forward bend. You can go right down through center, or you can twist, dropping a shoulder inside of a knee, left and right. Any variation, breathe deeply, expand outward. I do kind of a binge on Gabor Mate lately, and I paid a little bit of money to a very nice foundation, Sand, and got 48 hours of the movie, and I watched it 3 times in 48 hours. Because what I'm really interested in, he talks a lot about trauma, but what I'm really interested in is healing from trauma. How do we heal? And what it really comes down to, at the end of the movie, the recipe for healing is expanding and expansiveness. And it makes me realize that I've, without knowing it, been teaching a recipe for what I feel is a recipe for healing from trauma, expanding beyond our boundaries, expanding to the point where there's room for all of your feelings, all at the same time. Every feeling that you have is allowed to exist, and you have space for it. And when that happens, this is what I notice. I'd love to talk with anybody about this anytime. What I find when I expand far enough out that all feelings can exist at the same time, even simultaneously, even contradictory feelings, you can create compassion for yourself. And you can just drop into your own heart. And basically kind of hug your own heart. That's what I do. I take care of my little Petey. That's my 3-year-old. He's inside of me still. It's my job to talk to him and tell him, well, little Petey, I'm going to take care of everything for you. This is actually advice from Thich Nhat Hanh. Thich Nhat Hanh writes beautifully about this. Okay, yoga is a healing modality. It really is. And it doesn't have to be easy to be healing. It can be quite challenging. I'd be happy to talk to you about this. I don't feel like making it really, really soft and gentle on people is necessarily doing them the best favor, because I feel like we can use this, what we're doing, to really move deeply into our feelings, into our bodies, into any place we're stuck. And it's all good. It's all fine. At that point, it's all good. Within a modality. I hate the expression, it's all good. It makes me want to fucking vomit. It's not all good. Genocide is not good. Murder is not good. I'm sorry. I'm going to piss off Teresa now. I think I'm a non-dualist until it comes down to good and evil. I've got some work to do here. I'm a human being. I'm not finished yet. Okay, so take your time with this posture. These are all the things this posture makes me think of. Come back out of it whenever you'd like to. And let's go to a fish next. Let's do something for the upper spine. Could be a restorative fish with a block under your heart. It could be a couch fish, if you have a couch to work with, or a bed fish, if you want to work on a bed. Yeah, go for it, Allison. Whatever works. Nice variation, Dina. Yeah, you can do lotus, anything. But let's focus on the upper spine. Let's breathe deeply and slowly. That's beautiful, you guys. Very nicely done. Let's give it another 2 minutes at least in this position, as we are. Breathing deeply, breathing slowly, ideally expanding the side ribs from the inside out. So that you can literally breathe space around your heart. That's what you're doing. Your heart is surrounded by lung. Expand space around the heart. And if you are interested in Gabor Mate, talk to me about it. The guy's brilliant. He's just a genius. I think he's the person for our times, for the healing that we need. And he's moved me light years in the last month. I feel like he has. Highly recommend him. Brilliant man. Okay, so I'm going to give you a choice here. You can stay with fish for as long as you would like to. Or next thing we'll do, if you're ready for it, is Ninja Death. You're ready for it when you're done with the upper spine. I see Dina's ready for it. Go, Dina. She's going to show you how. I really do appreciate you guys showing people how to do these things, or just being there for them. Some people, they move through this world and they're bad examples, and they show you what not to do. You guys are really good examples. Showing people what to do. Yeah, drop the front of that back thigh down. It's beautiful, Allison. Move your tailbone towards that front heel. We're getting back into the front of the hip again. So when I say that, I'm really talking about an articulation through the tailbone, which corresponds to the top of your brain. There's these tailbone from the crown of your head to your tailbone. It's one entity. There's no separation between spine and brain. They don't even know where thoughts are taking place. I think thoughts are taking place out here. Yeah, drop down as low as you can through the front of that back thigh, then go back and up into a crescent moon if you want to. We're going a little deeper now into the psoas, into the front of that hip. Nice use of the wall there, Allison. You can press the heart forward. Keep on dropping the front of that right thigh down, Allison. You guys, if you're going back for the wall, it could be like a wheel. You can press into the wall, press the heart forward in a backward bend. Nice, Tina. You can even press your head back towards your foot. Change legs anytime that you want to. And we'll go to side B. No rush. Just when your body's ready. 54. And then take your time with it. Keep on dropping the front of that back thigh down. It doesn't matter which leg you're doing first. Makes no difference at all. Take your time with it. Even things out on this side. However you're feeling it. Mm-hmm. Nice, Allison. Keep on dropping the front of that back thigh down. It gets intense. I have people object to the fact that we call this ninja death. You know, we started calling it ninja death back in Lower Manhattan, back in the middle of the 1990s. And I just think it's a funny name, but you can call it whatever you want to. It doesn't matter. Call it Ninja Rebirth if you want. Take your time with it. So if you want to do it now, we're really kind of freed up for backward bending. Go to wheel. And I guarantee you, if you just go straight to wheel, any of you that want to do it, it might be nice and easy. After fish, after ninja death. That's a great 1-2 combo to get you into a wheel. Otherwise, you can go to half wheel or any other backward bends that you might want to practice. So we're going to give it about 3 or 4 minutes now of backward bending. Yeah, half wheel is a good preamble to wheel. If you want to go to Urdhva Dhanurasana, go for it. Feel free anytime. Preparation is there. Slow down the breath. Smooth out the breath. Carry the breath right through the wheels. Ideally, breath unchanged. Or what would be really truly radical would be to keep slowing down and deepening the breath, even as you move through wheel. Or even as wheel moves through you, which is what's actually happening. Tina Teresa, that's very beautiful. Rest anytime you'd like to. Allison, I'm sure it's beautiful with you too. I just don't see you. That's okay. I don't need to. We're backward bending. Go do as many wheels as you'd like to. Oh, that's cute. Is that a new dog? It's like a, yeah. Huh. It looks like he's smoking a big cigarette. Nice wheel, Teresa. You can work on straightening the legs if you want to, but you're fine right where you are. It's very beautiful. Yeah, this could be any backward bend at all. Go, Allison. Yeah, if your lower back's feeling fine, go for it. If for whatever reason your lower back is not feeling fine, then talk to me. People in the future, I'm happy to correspond. Anybody, anytime about sequencing. Always interesting to me. How to construct a better sequence. It can always be improved. Especially, for each individual. Yeah, Teresa, if you're done, you can hug the knees in, you can release your lower back. If you want to do some more backward bending, I think Dina might have more backward bends in her. I don't know. Yeah, at least one more for her. It's okay. Backward bend or twist. I'll leave it to you. Wow. Teresa, you're going to do a nice long shoulder stand. That's beautiful. Not even that long. Could be like 3 minutes. So I love this because we have 3 people on the screen and they're doing 3 different things at the same time. And they're all correct. So we're basically moving towards the winding down phase of class. It's going to move towards shoulder stand in the end. You can take any twists that you'd like to if you're done backward bending. You can shoulder stand for as long as you'd like to. Or move through counter poses anytime at all. You can skip shoulder stand if you want to. Ah. Or if there are any forward bends that you feel compelled to do. If there's any postures at all that you feel would be beneficial to your body, feel free to move towards those. If you want to unmute your mic, I'd be happy to talk with you about that. Anybody? Especially if there's a spot in the body that feels jammed up. It's always good to listen to your body. I think every class deserves a place in it where we can simply listen to the body and do what we need to do for it. I love that, Allison. That's a fun one. Take your time with shoulders down. Take your time with counter poses. Or feel free to move towards, whenever you're ready to, moving towards Shavasana anytime at all. No rush on this, but when you're ready for it, move into a meditation. Hmm. Nice one, Dina. I'd call that a Padma Kandasana if I had to name it. Yeah, Allison, get very comfortable. We're moving into winter here, and this is the first day of the year where the temperature is going to be below freezing all day long. So it kind of feels like the beginning of winter to me. I like it though. Seems like the Pratyahara time of year. It's time to draw your senses inward. Hibernate any way you'd like to. Nice setup there, Teresa. Yeah, get the body very comfortable on the floor when you're ready. Make sure you're warm enough. No rush. When you're ready, drop the shoulder blades way down away from the ears. Drop the tailbone down towards the heels. Dina, you take your time, please. You have time. You can do anything you want to do. And then when the body's ready for it, yeah, drop it into Shavasana. Bring your attention to something perceptible. Could be your breath happening right now. Could be what you're hearing. You're hearing it right now. Choose a focus. Every time that you notice the mind thinking, redirect your attention right back to that focus. Keep on returning. We're just going to do this for about 8 minutes today. That's what we get. I'm going to mute my mic. I'll wake you up in 8 minutes. Thanks, you guys. Have a good one. Well, okay, if you'd like to finish class by sitting, feel free to come sit up anytime you'd like to. If you want to continue meditating, flatten your back, please do. You can continue for any length of time. Mm. Oh, thank you very much. It's the end of class number 2. Thank you so much.